Once upon a time, Amber Rose was known solely as the chick with the shaved head who once dated Kanye West. But the famous model turned activist has certainly been hustling since then. After years of building her empire and growing her family, this is what life is like for Amber Rose today.
They expect me to be like, I was a stripper and I had a hard life and I was the best time of my life.
Rose has certainly sampled her pick of A-list men, and she's been known to switch them up as fast as she changes her hair.
This will never last.
But according to Hollywood Life, when Rose revealed she was dating current beau Alexander A.E. Edwards in 2018, some of her followers immediately clapped back with messages like, Amber Rose has a new man every time I open Instagram. Even so, it seems as though things couldn't be going better between Rose and her record exec Flame. The duo welcomed a baby boy in October 2019 amidst buzzy engagement rumors, and they appeared to still be madly in love. After Edwards debuted his permanent diamond grill that September, the model gushed on Instagram, I'm so gonna let him get me pregnant again. These days, Rose's daily life features her doing what she does best, being a mother. In addition to raising her son, Sebastian, whom she welcomed in 2013 with rapper Wiz Khalifa, she also announced the birth of her second son, Slash Electric Edwards, in October 2019. Slash's proud papa, A.E., immediately took to Instagram posting, Thank you, Amber Rose, for loving me so much that you put your body through it to bring my son into the world. I could never be as strong as you. Slash a rock star. Even cuter, the record exec was already a great stepdad too. As Rose shared on her Instagram story at the time, Edwards was busy entertaining Sebastian in the waiting room while she was in labor, with a little rock, paper, scissors. As for Rose's relationship with her ex-husband, it turns out they co-parent like pros. In a since-deleted Instagram post via People magazine, Rose wrote, Wiz and I are family, and we will be family for the rest of our lives for Sebastian. We've been through hell and back. We are in a great place, but we are very much still divorced and not together.
We once really loved each other. We got married and had a baby. So right now we're just working on co-parenting and learning how to be friends.
One of the many ways Rose has continued to monetize her success is as an Instagram influencer. During an early 2019 appearance on the Red Pill podcast, the model revealed that she makes bank off endorsements and sponsored posts.
How much money do you make from Instagram?
Probably like $2 million a year just off Instagram.
While host Van Lathan seemed totally shocked at the high sum, Rose, who has an estimated net worth of $12 million, agreed she felt, quote, blessed.
I feel like I made it this far by being a really good person.
Of course, like everything to do with the online world, Rose's success hasn't come without a few hiccups. While she was pregnant with her second son, the model promoted Flat Tummy Company, a line of detox teas. This caused immediate internet backlash, in particular from actress Jamila Jamil. The Good Place star tweeted, Flat tummy products for pregnant women? Is this FDA approved? Are we kidding? So many women with such big platforms promoting such irresponsible that it blows my mind. In a since-deleted post, Rose edited her original caption for the photo, writing, This is not a detox tea. It's specially designed to help reduce occasional nausea and support digestion during pregnancy. Rose isn't shy about speaking her mind or promoting body positivity and feminism, something that rang true when she launched Slut Walk in 2015.
Misogyny! Shut it down! The whole damn system! Shut it down!
According to Time, the self-described neo-feminist started the annual rally so it could be a safe place for women to come, twerk, go topless, or wear pasties, and get to know each other as women. It was just a lot of awareness, a lot of information, getting women and men educated on the equality issues we deal with.
I decided to have this slut walk for women that have been through.
However, the activists announced the cancellation of Slut Walk in August 2019 due to, quote, turmoil in her life, per E! News. In a since-deleted Instagram post, Rose listed all of the horrible things former friends had done to her, explaining that she wanted to protect herself. The influencer continued, I'm so happy God has blessed me with a new baby and an amazing man to help me through all the turmoil. No toxicity will be tolerated over here, only positive vibes. Fake friends and their weirdo. I'd rather just have my family and my team. Always finding new ways to remain on brand and promote her personal type of feminism, Amber Rose launched her own talk show on VH1 in 2016 called, of course, The Amber Rose Show.
I decided to just do it my own.
Before the release of the series, the entrepreneur had a chat with Time explaining, "Initially, I didn't even think about having a talk show, but then I did my slut walk and I was like, man, it would be really cool to have a bigger platform to talk about these issues. Then I did a segment on the doctors, and Dr. Phil saw it and he was like, you need your own show."
I'm not a seasoned talk show host, so I just learn a lot from him, and he just gives me little gems every day.
Unfortunately, the show only lasted 9 episodes. However, Rose decided to pivot yet again years later, making the venture even more readily available to her fans as a podcast. Those who follow Rose know she isn't afraid to help her fans out when it comes to relationship advice. Even before launching her own series, the model proved she was flawless at offering insight on love, and she took over the iconic Loveline franchise in 2016.
And I feel like we talked about this a million times, that it's probably pee.
Initially a radio talk show that launched back in 1983, Loveline offered listeners a place to call in with their romantic dilemmas, which would then be solved by the hosts. With Rose suddenly at the helm alongside Dr. Chris Donahue, the program moved to a podcast format. She told Entertainment Tonight,
Don't hold anything back. I'm not judgmental. And, there's really nothing that anyone can call in and say that I probably haven't heard already.
Considering she's rolling in the dough, Rose is giving back in a big way to those who made her a household name. The model got creative in the summer of 2018 when she launched a free EscapeX app that was, quote, designed to empower women and help them fulfill their goals, according to Page 6. Using her own money, the activist announced her plan to fuel her fans' business endeavors, pay their rent, and even help out with their tuition fees. And if that's not all, the model wanted women to have the resources to find the same success she has. In her book, How to Be a Bad Rose set out to teach her fans how to become successful and make their own money. She told Time in 2015,
I've made all of these mistakes. I spent a lot of money on a lot of frivolous things.
She added, I am a mogul. I have a bunch of businesses. I'm now an actress. I'm an author. So if that doesn't tell you that I'm an entrepreneur, then I don't know what does. Clearly thriving in a new chapter in her life, Rose has cut some very close ties. The model was once BFFs with regular Kardashian and Jenner feuder Blac Chyna, with the duo even in the talks to have their own reality TV show, something that mysteriously never happened. As TMZ predicted in 2015, it's reportedly because they simply were no longer friends. Adding to the fire, these two tabloid darlings stopped following each other on Instagram in late 2018. As of 2019, it looks like the supposed feud might still be going strong, as Rose heavily hinted at some beef during her pregnancy. In a string of Instagram stories shared that April, Rose revealed via Hip Hollywood, "Funny how my phone blows up when I'm having pool parties and is lit. But as soon as a is sick and pregnant, it's crickets. Fake friends, bye."
I was extremely devastated, and I just stayed in the house and cried for months.
But while Rose was burning bridges with some, she seemed to be rebuilding others, specifically mending her long-lasting feud with ex-Kanye's wife, Kim Kardashian. Rose dished to the Daily Beast, "The thing is, me and Kim, we accept each other for who we are, and that's the most important thing as women. It's good that we understand who we both are, got all that out on the table, and we can just move on with our lives." Rose isn't just trying to bury the hatchet with other female celebs, she's also tried her best to keep things cool with her exes. And as it turns out, she's done a pretty good job at it. Rapper 21 Savage, for example, had nothing but nice things to say about her, telling The Breakfast Club in 2018,
Emma, my dog, she the coolest person ever.
Another reason Rose may be the coolest ex ever? She was eventually able to forgive her two most high-profile exes, Wiz Khalifa and Kanye West. TMZ reported that she said as much during the first annual Slut Walk in 2015, during which the model tearfully told the crowd how hurt she was when West said he felt like he, quote, had to take 30 showers after they split, and when Wiz Khalifa referred to her as a stripper in one of his songs. Khalifa later reportedly expressed guilt over the lyric, with a source telling Hollywood Life, Wiz was extremely proud of her for putting her heart and soul into her Slut Walk campaign. He cried with her when she got on stage and recounted those awful comments he made about her. That ripped his heart out, and he got teary-eyed for disrespecting his baby's mother like that. By now, it's pretty much common knowledge that Amber Rose always speaks her mind. But these days, she's diving into a different pool of controversial topics: politics. During an interview with Jesse Lee Peterson on The Fallen Slate in 2018, Rose did something totally bizarre when she compared ex-Kanye West to President Donald Trump.
When I first seen Trump on the podium and just kind of like running for president, I was like, oh my God, that is Kanye in a white man's body.
She elaborated on her theory, saying, Kanye's the type of person that he loves art, and he loves the art in things. So I think that he appreciates the politics that Trump used in order to get in office. She then made her most stirring statement about the president, calling him a predator, among other things, and adding of the First Lady,
I feel bad for Melania. I want her to get a divorce and become like an activist.
This wasn't the first time Rose called out Trump either. Only 2 years prior, she had strong things to say about the then presidential candidate's, quote, locker room talk, as revealed in an interview with Yahoo Lifestyle. She said, I want him to get in trouble for it because I cannot even count how many times a famous guy touched me inappropriately. Imagine this. Donald Trump comes and touches me inappropriately, right? Who's actually going to believe me? That's why I started Slutwalk. Life for Rose isn't all about basking in the benefits of her success. It's also about looking after her health in every way. In an interview with People magazine, the model opened up about having breast reduction surgery in 2018, saying she was worried she wouldn't feel beautiful anymore, adding,
It got to the point where I literally was in pain.
Considering her career was initially based almost entirely off of her looks, the hesitation made sense. Rose said of her naturally large breasts,
There was times where I would just walk and just stop and be like, oh my God, this is like, it would kill me.
She decided to go ahead with the reduction in the name of good health, calling her new girls a, quote, dream come true. The activist claimed, now when I'm running out the door, I don't have to search for the right bra to fit within the shirt or to match the color of the shirt, so it doesn't show and look gaudy. I can kind of just throw it on and I'm like, this is amazing. I've been missing this my whole life.
I like to speak out on those things because, people are listening.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebs are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.